So here we are at the grand review of the Status Audio CB1 studio monitor headphones. About, I think they were £63, right? So they're affordable. There are loads of reviews about these, really good reviews that go into a lot more detail and from guys that have had a lot of experience with different headphones and are more discerning. I've used lots of different types of these things in studios, the things I've been doing studio recordings, but haven't really kind of given it that audiophile analytical stuff that you hear guys talking about, so I'm not really on authority on it. So for me, these are relatively inexpensive, got great reviews for studio monitoring rather than listening to listening to music or gaming necessarily. Why I say studio monitoring is because they're not really tuned for any particular to enhance any particular aspect of the music, like bringing up the bass or something like that. So they're better for mixing and things, because you get a more accurate baseline, true sort of perception of the music. So that's what these are all about. One of the things that these guys claim, this is Status Audio, is that they are giving a really good quality product, but they're not really splashing out on a lot of marketing technique, a lot of logos and things like that. So everything is really stripped back in that department. Hence there's nothing on these, nothing written at all, except for the numbers for the settings that you have you'd have it to fit your head, and also left and right. Nothing else. Really basic stuff, but comfy as. Now check out these fat ass squidgy, goes all around your ear rather than pressing on your ear, so your ear goes inside that, unless you've got bigger ears than that. And so you get pretty good isolation out of it. So the speaker, and because these are thick, the speaker's slightly further away from your ear, so it might expand your sound stage or your perspective on where the sound's coming from. They're foldy, they fold like this and that and the other. They also have a sprung loaded in one direction, spring loaded to do this. So I guess you can put it against your ear, for monitoring. You can also do it that way, So you've got a lot of articulation there, but it's not too floppy. You can grab them and stick them on. That's my experience of it. But another cool feature is the detachable cable. So the cable comes out. So if you knacker your cable, it doesn't mean to say you've got to bin your headphones. With this particular model, you may or may not be able to see, but these little knobbly bits on there, and they go into the spacing within this little hole there. And so once it's in, you rotate it 90 degrees and it will lock it in place. You can get these cables separately. Well, let's go to the box. Going back to what I said about the marketing, it literally just says the Status. Got the thing on the SA, which I guess is Status Audio. CB, closed back. Now that's significant, guys. You'll know what closed back is. It's and studio monitor. So it's a really basic box, nothing else there, right? Let's squeeze that sucker open. I'll probably edit this nonsense out. I'm sure you fine YouTubers don't want to spend your dwindling hours on earth watching this kind of thing. Box open. In the box you get a little bit of guarantee stuff, bit of warning stuff, bit of diagrammatic stuff. Nothing really about frequencies or any of that, but that is on any sales page that you'll see on this. They'll go through the frequencies. Bit of silica gel, everyone needs that. Don't eat it. And you get two cables, boys and girls, two cables. One, you get a really long, like 3 metre one there, gold plated 35mm, one on it on each end. One is a normal one, see, the other one is the screw on one, and this one is so that, not entirely necessary I think, but they've gone ahead with it. You've got this big jack, you know, if we're going into more sort of audio interfaces on studios and things, this is something more like you'd use on your iPhone or whatever, or your whatever phone, or some smaller device. But you stick that in there, screw it on, and then that lead becomes, you know, you don't really need the screw on thing, but they've done it anyway, and we've got to love them for that. And so with that cable, you also get a shorter but curly cable, so it allows you a little bit of warning before you're about to pull this thing out if you walk away from your device. And again, normal sort of hook there with the little knobby bits on which would go into your headphone, and this bit that this larger plug can screw onto. So you get those two leads. I actually think it feels a bit better than what I thought it would do, you know, for the price, £63, whatever that is in dollars. That's pretty good, and my experience of it so far, awesome. I mean, for me it was a massive upgrade from what I had, and they're really super comfy. But you know, hell, they're not that expensive, so you're not like getting a second mortgage or anything. There's a great big thick ass bit of rubber there, so it can go on any sort of head. They could expand significantly to there, so unless you've got a head that's bigger than that, you know. There's some really good reviews for these with people that, you know, audiophiles, guys that really have a whole bunch of different versions of this, different cans, that can be more discerning and give you a more of a detailed evaluation of them. They're closed back, so they'd be good for recording instruments on, so you won't bleed into, the sound won't bleed into the microphone. And that's it really, you know, just a quick review of them. I think they're great. They're worth a punt, as we say. And do take care.